these bees are going to die if I don't help them. And this is definitely going to be the most challenging swarm capture of the year for me. So guys, I drove by this swarm trap yesterday. I saw that there was a cluster of bees underneath it. I've had that happen before. It usually means that the bees are rejecting the box for whatever reason. Who knows what goes on in the bees' minds. Could be too much smell inside. There could be paper wasps or ants or something in there that they just don't like. So they're clustered underneath it. They are 20 foot up in a ladder tree stand. I can't move the box. I can't get the bees easily. So I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to pretend I didn't see them and let them fly. But I climbed up there, I blew on the cluster, they're building comb. So this is no longer a swarm, this that can move and go, select a different place to live. This is an open air hive, and they're going to die over winter if I leave them here. So guys, this one has got a lot of challenges with it. The bees are 20 foot up. I'm going to be standing on a ladder, so there's obvious safety concern there. I got my mountaineering harness and lineman's belt, so I'm going to be roped in to the stand so I can work with both hands freely. And I'm pulling out all the swarm catching tricks on this one. I am giving them a frame of brood. I'm going to put that in the box. I'm spraying them with sugar water so they won't fly so easily. I'm going to brush them into a bucket, dump them in the box with the frame of brood, and then I'm going to pull all of their comb down so that any foragers that return won't have anything to return to except what's in that box. Now, a frame of brood in that box is going to nail them in that box. They are going to stay there and protect it, and hopefully I can come back tonight or tomorrow morning. All these bees will be in the box, and then I can move them wherever I want to. So we're burning daylight. I got to get moving with this. It's really too brushy in here to try to drop the bees down. Oh, another a little added spice is that this whole area is full of ticks. So I am pretty well covered with insect repellent at the moment. Hoping I don't get too many on me. See if I can get that thing to stay up. Yeah, that should work. So I'm going to pull 4 frames out, add this frame of brood, some honey in it. And then I'm going to get roped in. my bee brush, my bucket. Give myself a little slack here. I've got to head down a step or two. Just going to spray the cluster here with sugar water. It will keep most of the bees, or at least the ones that get sugar water on them, from flying. It also helps to calm them. Now we're going to brush them into this bucket. All right. Now we will dump these bees in here. So we've got the one frame of open brood. Actually, it's got some cap brood, some nectar, some honey, some eggs, some larvae. Got that in there. Now we're going to remove this comb. Set that comb on top of the hive. I don't have a place, obviously, on the ground to put it. I don't want to dump the queen down on the ground if she's big enough that she can't fly anymore. Then we got an issue. You can see bees are already fanning here. I've got enough inside and they've got brood in there. I think hopefully they'll all start going in. See the Nasanov expression here. Bees fanning, and they point their abdomen up and then turn the tip of their tail down, exposing the Nasonov gland. That's a good sign, really good sign. A lot of fanning going on. They're telling all the bees in the cluster where to go to. So I was debating trying to brush more bees into the bucket, put it on top of the top lid, or doing more, but I think less is going to be more here. They are so close to the box, and I've got brood in that box. I've got a lot of the bees in that box. They're fanning, they're releasing Nasonov. I just think there's more chance of hurting the queen or losing the queen if I mess with them too much than if I just leave them and let them go in on their own. So I'm going to take the passive approach here and be patient and just come back in a few hours and see what they've done. Well, I've still got bees clustered underneath the trap here. As you can see, it's a smaller cluster than it was. Which probably means I've also got bees in the box. They're still fanning at the entrance, which is good. So they did move in to cover the brood here. Got some grumpy bees because they're away from their queen. They're actually festooning in there. That's cool. Get out of the way, bee. Same kind of deal. I'm going to repeat what I did earlier. Try to dump bees from below into here. I imagine the queen is in here, and that is probably why they're doing this. We've got waggle dance going on right here. That bee is either advertising for a new house or telling its sisters where to find nectar. That's neat. All right, so it's sort of the same deal. I'm gonna spray them with sugar syrup just to limit the flying. Wet them a little bit. Then I'll use a bucket. Take the bees in the bucket. Put them in there. The queen's probably up in there hiding somewhere. They're good at that. So now I've got bees clustering here. That could indicate the queen is in there. Got quite a few bees up here on top. You can kind of see what that looks like. That's interesting. The swarm's got a small hive beetle with them. So I'm going to brush them down. Get these frames put back in here. Gently. Well, some of these swarms can really be stubborn. I'll go ahead and put their lid back on, give them some darkness. So I moved this footrest out. I don't know if it's blocking the bees from getting into the entrance or what. It did not seem to be helping things at all, so I decided to just move it. Very gently brush these guys. Try to convince them to quit clustering there. So they're going in the box. And there's the queen right there. I don't have a queen clip with me, of course. She is right there. If she goes in the box, this is a done deal. Unless she comes back out. Beautiful queen there. Of course, I don't have a queen clip, so I'm going to go get one, and I'm sure she won't be accessible when I do. I still see her there. If I can get clipped in. Get my locking carabiner locked. I can't tell if I got her in there or not. There's so many bees. And I did not. She might have gone inside. It looks like they're starting to crowd the entrance there. Come on, guys. Get in there, figure it out. You got a really nice house there. I believe I've just about got them committed to this box. I think the queen probably went inside. Even though I missed her with the clip, I think she went inside. Remaining bees seem to be working their way in. They've got brood in there that's going to hold them. She's got a frame to go up and lay on. She's going to love that. Well, guys, I hope that I've got them this time. I've certainly got most of the bees in the box. I think the queen is in there. They are holding on that brood frame. So now that the rest of the bees are in the box and hopefully the queen's in there, I think they're probably going to settle in. But I'll come back later and check them. Probably later this afternoon or tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. And hopefully I can move them at that point. Yeah, cobwebs. Ah. They're definitely in there. Come on, girls. You guys are gonna get locked out. Well, guys, I'll call this one a success. Came back about 5 a.m. this morning, locked them up. And since they've been here several days, I'm going to move them to a reorientation yard for a week before I bring them back and put them into my apiary. As always, if you like my videos, give me a thumbs up on it. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. Appreciate you doing those things. It really helps me to get my channel out in front of new people. Appreciate you doing that, and I'll see you next time. I think this is the third swarm out of this spot this year. That's pretty good. Whew. Welcome to summer in Tennessee. 90 degrees with 90% humidity. Whew. Temperature is approaching melting.